We'll travel for vegan food.
We opened officially October 1st, 2009. Pza Pie is the outcome of a group of people getting together through the Boston Vegan Association who all wanted to see more and better vegan restaurants in Boston, as well as potentially other businesses. We were looking at all kinds of different options before this particular location. There was a previous vegan pizzeria that went out of business, and so we jumped in and were able to get a new one started from scratch in just a few weeks. And the goal was to, unlike the previous place, make it a much more accessible, gourmet kind of place that anybody would want to come and visit, not just vegans. You know, I don't think we have enough non-vegan patrons to be as, say, successful as restaurants out west like Veggie Grill and Native Foods, which are expanding quite rapidly. They have 90% of their clientele are non-vegan. But I'd say we're probably around half and half. It's, you know, hard to say exactly, but that seems to be about what I get from our Yelp reviews and just anecdotally in the shop, about 50-50. And non-vegans being, you know, anybody who's not vegan, vegetarians, non-vegetarians. And yet, all those people are regular customers as well. These aren't just people that come in out of curiosity and check it out. They are people who wanted to find out more about it, or, you know, vegetarians who maybe eat cheese, but they wanted to have, you know, meat type products again. And they've all come away, well, not all, but, you know, many reviewers have come away saying that it's the best vegan pizza they've ever had, or that it's not just good vegan pizza, but it's actually really good pizza. You know, it's better than, say, you know, that place down the street. So that's been really nice to see. I've gotten a number of people who have, you know, said, "This is great, I'm glad you're here, thanks for doing this," and those sorts of things. And one of the best things I heard was that there was this vegetarian who had kind of, you know, known that they wanted to stop consuming dairy products, but just, you know, had a block against it. And after eating here and having this pizza and realizing how delicious it can be, how great vegan food can taste, you know, without cheese, you know, the decision was made to go ahead and be vegan. Now, you know, whether it's stuck or not, I don't know. I certainly hope so. But that was a really exciting thing to hear, to know that our food is that good, that somebody can realize that not only is it doable, but it's, you know, delicious enough that, you know, you want to do it, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I think that any restaurant wants to be successful enough to expand beyond its first location. You know, part of it is reaching more customers, you know, getting more people to try your product. To get the word out there. You know, with us, it's about making sure more people know that vegan food can be delicious and quality food, and you can't do that if you're stuck in your one spot. But it's also because, you know, the more locations you have, the better the scales of economy for ordering food from, you know, the vendors, and, you know, those small margins that the restaurant industry is famous for get a little thicker the more small margined restaurants you have. So, you know, it makes good business sense, it makes good sense for promoting vegan eating, and it makes good sense for all those people out there that keep asking us to open a new location in Vermont and, you know, New Hampshire and places even further out west. You know, people want us to ship stuff to Canada. You know, it's hilarious. Yeah,
it's awesome.
My favorite pizza, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the menu that I like a lot, but we are a pizzeria, so my favorite pizza is the barbecue chicken pizza.
Oh, okay.
With kale. I like to add kale, so it's not really, you know, on the menu like that, but it's the barbecue chicken made with soy curls, and if you add the kale to it, it's like a little meal. You know, you get your greens in it. So yeah. I'm a big fan of doing it that way.
Cool. Yeah. So that's your favorite item on the menu?
That's the one I order the most, so I guess that's my favorite. I lean towards that. I really like the barbecue sauce quite a bit. It kind of jives with my childhood upbringing in the Midwest, where I lived in Kansas City, home of barbecue, and that taste, that sugar and that sweetness, the tomato, and we have a nice little kick to ours. It's not spicy per se, but it's, you know, it's just like, to me, our barbecue sauce is like the essence of what barbecue should taste like. Everybody's got their own opinion on that, of course, but I like it, and I have it a lot. Probably almost once a week, you know, and if I'm having a sandwich, I'll usually get the barbecue chicken sandwich. Sometimes I like to break it up and get, you know, more veggies. I'll have like the not so secret garden, which is 5 different vegetables, or I'll get the perfect pesto sandwich, which is also really good, and that's actually my favorite sandwich. But I sometimes, you know, when I'm in the mood for craving something less, you know, vegetable-y, I end up with the barbecue chicken. I will say that for brunch, Sunday mornings, well, Sunday midday, 11 to 3, we usually make cinnamon rolls. And you must come down, if not for the brunch, which is amazing, for the cinnamon rolls, which are, you know, the best cinnamon rolls, vegan cinnamon rolls I've ever had. I haven't been out to, you know, that place in Berkeley, but I've certainly not tasted any better, except perhaps the ones I've made at home where I could put as much icing on it as I wanted. And then the other thing I'd look out for, because sweet rolls tend to be a specialty here, is the maple peanut butter sweet roll, which we debuted with and had on the menu constantly for the first year, but then we started mixing things up. If it does ever rotate back in and you see it on our Facebook page or on our Twitter feed, drop everything and come in and get one of those, because they're really tasty. We're part of the Boston community, of course. We're part of the vegan community. What we'd like for people to do is to come down here and, you know, make that community link up, you know, so we feel like we're your local neighborhood restaurant. You know, we want to be that for you. So, you know, of course, if we're not fulfilling that need, let us know through whatever channels, email or Facebook, whatever. But you know, this is a restaurant for people to come to in Boston, people who are vegan or not, and so we don't want to be someplace where we're just, oh, there's a good corner. There's a lot of money to be made on that corner, so we're going to go open another one of our chain restaurants on that corner where we know we're going to make X amount of dollars per day because all of our analysts have figured it out. You know, we're part of this community. We're here in Allston and Brighton, and you know, we get a lot of locals, but we want to make sure that this is your hangout. You know, it's a long-winded way of saying, just come and see us all the time. You know, and make sure we know who you are, so we can, you know, when we see you again, we remember you're part of our community. That's cool for us. We like that.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll travel for vegan food.